All right, welcome back to my little mini series on my Lab Golf MEZZ.1 Max putter. So, what putter specifications did I get? How does it compare to my old putter? How does it feel? And we'll get all into that in a moment here. So, let's go over what exact customizations I got. And I have it on my shipping details little slip right here. So, I have recently changed my technique to a more upright, straight arms, lean it forward, lean it onto my arm technique. And I just had, here's my old putter, a standard, like basic putter. This is a literally not even a basic putter. This is a Walmart package set putter. This is from when I was 13 years old. Top flight XL putter, 2013, 2014, sometime around those years. So nothing special. Here's how the milling was done. You can see this is I forgot exactly the name of how this is called, but just like a more of a mallet style putter. Nothing special, right? 35 inches, it's got the little, a little bit of a increase in the back here, right? So yeah, had the nice arrows to line up putts when I would stand up with the ball and line up like this. So this is my old putter, right? And just a simple thin basic grip. And when you compare it to this putter, there's a massive difference, and that's why this putter fits me so much better in terms of how my new putting stroke works. This is just like a 35 incher. It's better for more traditional putting style, where this is definitely built more for like that arm lock, mid lock, even roll mid lock putting style, where it's 40 inches, more upright lie angle, and built a much longer grip, as we can see here, 17 inches compared to about 12 inches. So this is definitely built out more for me. So the exact specifications that I got for this putter is 40 inches. It's left-handed because I am left-handed, so I wanted a left-handed putter. Putting style was arm lock. The putting color is a Max 16 black. So as you can see, it's black, right? So it's the black putter. I don't know if it's the residue left over from the sticky thing or like from me cleaning it, but like the line is more metallic-ish looking. Has some like of that cloth, like the paper towel residue on it, but it's not black per se. All right. So it's not black exactly, like it's a different color than the rest, and I don't know if that's on purpose or not. Yeah, so that's the color of the little alignment line right there, but I got the marker that I got was like the really thick line, and the reason for that is I just wanted to, like, the thin line would have been fine if I had it, like the line was extended, like it had a back line like back here, right? But there wasn't, so like the line wasn't long, so I was like, I want a really thick line, to make sure it's lined up in the basically it'll be easier for me to see that the line is going the correct direction when I'm coming into contact, because if it's really thin, it's hard to notice like if it's slightly left or slightly right. So that's kind of why I went with the thick line. Shaft selection, L.A. Golf P Series 180 black. So they had a white L.A. Golf shaft and a black one. I wanted to go with black, right? And here you can see it. It's got that like nice, like it's got a different texture, more like spray paint texture. I'm not saying like it's the quality of spray paint. It's much better. It's graphite. It's a graphite shaft. So it just has like, it's not like glossy, extremely smooth. It has, like I said, like the more the spray paint look, and so it feels like that. Like, let's see if we can hear it. I'll put it next to the mic. So that's how it sounds. I don't know if that helps you, like where you're viewing it from, kind of understand what the material like feels like and looks like, but that's how it sounds. Nice like thickness to it, good look. But yeah, when I was like thinking, do I want to get white or black? Because I think a white shaft would be pretty dope. But I was like, well, when I'm looking at the ball, I want to have the least amount of distractions as possible. So if I can go black, 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 it'll basically like all like look like one thing, and it'll stick out I felt in my mind that it would stick out less from like looking over the ball. So um, that's why I went with the black shaft instead. And why I went with the LA Golf P Series 180 shaft, the LA Golf shaft over the, I think it was Arca shaft, was the online fitter told me that, you know, the performance is just a little bit better on the LA Golf shaft. And in my mind, if you're making an investment in an extremely expensive putter, it's just better to like not think, oh yeah, let me just like cheap out a little bit on this one part and then save some money. Like, you're already spending so much money on the putter that and if you plan on using a putter like this, like it should be an extremely long-term investment. And because like every putter, these putters are so specific to each person that it's going to be really hard to resell them. In my mind, I would think they're really hard to resell. So especially me being left-handed, you know, that's also makes it a lot harder for me. So that's why I went with the LA Golf. Is like, I want to have the peak performance possible and have absolutely zero excuses out there. So that's why I went with the LA Golf shaft. Next, lie angle 78. So I put more upright. So with this one, it's so short, I was having to put it more towards the toe. So with a more upright, I'm going to standing up more. Just imagine this is more up here, and this would be flat. So that is why I was like, oh, I need to have a better, a higher lie angle. This one's more, this is probably more like 70 or like 65 degrees, and this is 78 degrees. Slightly different, but overall should make a difference. Next, I went with a shaft lean of 1.5 degrees. So that, and it already has a forward press built in of 3 degrees. So with that built in, 1.5 degrees makes it play more like a mid-lock, like the even roll mid-lock, where if you go and look it up, or actually I'll just like lay it over, right? You'll see here that the difference between the arm lock and the mid-lock is that the mid-lock is just like way more natural looking, and that's how like I ended up developing my technique, was more of a mid-lock style with this putter here. And they said, well, if you want to go with like the online fitter for Live Golf was like, if you want to go with more of a mid-lock style, let's not go so extreme with the shaft lean. Then you can have it, you know, more like, don't have to forward press so much. That is why I went with the 1.5 degree shaft lean. The grip selection. So I went with the 17-inch Jumbo Max Lab Golf collab putter grip. So this thing is super big. I mean, comparing the two, right? That's a standard grip, and this is the Jumbo Max grip. Huge difference, right? This one's flat on here, so it's going to just like mold like well into my arm here, like this, right? As you can see. The mid-lock one has the curve coming out here, so it molds like your arm, like your lower arm a little bit better than the Jumbo Max flat grip. So maybe I'll have to look into getting a different grip in the future if I end up not liking this one long term. But I had to choose a grip, and they gave me two options, the 17-inch Jumbo Max or 21-inch thinner grip. And I was like, well, let me try the thicker one. And I don't need 21 inches of length. That's literally too long for me. So that's why I went with the Jumbo Max. I also think it's cool. Like, this one had all the collab stuff on there, and I was like, well, it's a Lab Golf putter, so might as well get one that's like branded out for that. So that's why I decided to go with the Jumbo Max versus the 17-inch one versus the 21-inch Jumbo grip. Next, like I said, my alignment marking was a thick line. The head weight I got was standard, and the reason I went with standard, there's three options, like lighter, standard, and heavier. And the reason I went with standard is because they had said on the website that basically if you're like, basically when it was going, it was like, hey, if you don't really know, just go with the standard and you can always get it adjusted type of deal. They found that most people like to play with the standard unless you've gotten like specifically fitted to get a heavier one. And my reasoning was more like leaning towards that first part where it was saying, I can always like get it adjusted later on. Like, I'll have to like pay for that, but it's not like going to be a massive difference transition between this putter and that putter. I'd always thought about using a heavier head because I thought it would knock the balls more easily. But they had found that like you know, I believe that the Lab golf putter was built out to not like specifically be, like it was built out to where you could have the standard weight and the lie angle balance would work correctly with it. It's gonna work for all three options, but I felt that like since I didn't have the in-person fitting and I was doing the online fitting, the best option probably would be to go with standard, just because I haven't felt a lighter or heavier one. So that's why I went with the standard option. The head cover. So I went with white. The reason I went with white is because of my bag color, which is blue and white, and it'll match my other head covers. Let me bring that over real quick. This is my current bag right here. As you can see, blue and white. My head covers are currently white and black. I figured that white would fit in really well. There was this leather looking one, and that one looks so sick. And there was a black one, but the black one was cheap looking. It did not have that leather plushness to it. And I don't even think it was Velcro. I don't think it was magnetic. I think it was Velcro. I really couldn't tell as much that well. But this one, being that leathery one, being white, it was going to match the rest of my bag. That's why I went with the white option. Also, I think it didn't look white on the website. It could have been my like dark mode that I had set, but I can't remember, like, because I looked it up on the internet too. It looked more like greenish, but this is definitely white, and it looks good. So I'm really happy I went with this head cover option. It's going to look really well in the bag with the rest of the kit. And then I decided to get my putter build time expedited. So I had it built and shipped within 5 business days, and I ordered it on a Friday. Did I order it on a Friday? No. We ordered it on a Monday. It was shipped out on a Friday, and then weekend comes, it's UPS standard. They're like, yeah, it's going to arrive next Friday. Then I get the update, oh, it's going to arrive on Wednesday. It's in Nashville on Wednesday evening. It stays in Nashville all Wednesday evening. Then it gets over into Birmingham, and it arrives at 6 p.m. on Thursday afternoon, so a day faster than the initial date, which is great. Paid $150 extra for that. So basically, I think it saved like 3 or 4 weeks of, total time I had to wait for the putter to come in. But, it means I can just get to practicing with it a lot faster. And it's just like an interesting experience. So, yeah, that is the exact MEZZ.1 Max custom putter that I received and ordered. So for the putting style arm lock, I had to pay an extra $30. For the l.a. golf shaft, I paid an extra $380. So that was a big one. Putting color, shaft length, lie angle, shaft lean, grip selection, alignment marking, head weight, standard, no extra money, head cover, no extra money. Even though you think there might be, because the quality difference between this white one and that leather one are better than the black, no extra money. Expedited build time, $150 extra. The putter subtotal, $969. But I used a 10% Lab Golf discount, because when I first went to the website, they said, hey, give us your email and phone number, 10% off. I was like, bet. So got $96.90 off, so pretty much $100 off this putter. So that brought it down to about $875 for the putter. The shipping cost $40 on top of the extra $150 to get it expedited. So for shipping and expedited build, that is $190. So the grand total of this putter was $1,061.38. An absolute beast on the credit card bill. And will it be an absolute beast on the course? We'll find out. Now it is time to actually go make some putts with it and feel what it is like to play with a custom Lab MEZZ.1 Max putter. Cool. All right. So I hope you enjoyed me going over the video here with all the different specifications, why I went with those. Stay tuned for the following videos where I actually go out and hit with this putter. And if you liked this video, make sure to give it a like. If you want to watch the rest of the series, make sure to subscribe so you get that in your feed. And if you want to stay tuned for more content that I'm making in terms of reviews and what I'm doing in my golf journey, then also make sure to subscribe. Anyway, I appreciate you watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks so much.